Hey everyone, this is Comics for Thomas. I'm just doing a quick video to show you some of my recent pickups over the last few weeks. Anybody who watched my last video for my CGC unboxing, I also mentioned that I was going to be going out of the city, flying to Toronto, Ontario, to spend a few days with a friend and stop at a local comic shop there. So I stopped at Silver Snail Comics in Toronto. Really nice comic shop. If you ever get a chance, definitely go there. It's very organized. Their back bins are very organized, which is very convenient for me because I wasn't going there to buy anything big. Just looking for fillers for some of the sets. And as you can see here, obviously I'm a huge Nova fan and I am working on all the volumes. This is volume 3, issue number 6. It's also part of the Annihilation Conquest, which was an amazing read as well. So I'm just kind of getting right into it right now. So next one I got is the variant copy of Nova number 26 in volume 3. It's a nice cover, Nova and Gamora. I found some 7 to Eternity. Great series. This is issue number 11. Okay. Issue number 13. I was surprised to find an issue of a series called Heathen. I own number 1. This is issue number 6. I really enjoyed this story. I'm hoping to slowly put the series together. I only think there's like 7 or 8 issues. There's a couple variants as well, which I'd like to get my hands on. So I was pretty happy to find one of those, because I figured I'd have to find all of those online. Descender. I've been picking up a lot of Descender lately, trying to finish getting all of Descender, and then I have Ascender in my pull list. So this is issue number 3. Then we have issue number 4. And number 5. I just kind of went right in order. They had more of these, but I kept to a budget, and I didn't want to just get all of the same series. I kind of wanted to mix it up and chip away a little bit at everything that I'm currently collecting. So I'm really doing well at filling this series. I've talked about Magic Order a few times now, and I actually watched a video. I don't remember the name. I recently subscribed to somebody, and he was talking about the Magic Order. He was talking about the fact that Netflix picked it up and so on, but he really enjoyed the series, and I love to hear that because I'm a big fan of it. If you watch my last video, I got a Magic Order number 1 back from CGC 9.8. It just awesome. So this is issue number 4, and then we have issue number 5. Another good one. We have issue number 5, and that is a variant. It's very nice. And a first printing of issue number 6. So I only need a first print of issue number 2, which should be pretty easy to get. And then I'm going to work on some of the variants, because there weren't a lot of variants for this 6-issue run, so it should be easy to slowly pick those up over time. And then on Wednesday, well, I guess Thursday of last week, at my LCS, I grabbed, I don't do a lot of DC, but I am hearing good things about this, and it was there. A buddy of mine actually picked up one for him as well. This is the Batman Last Night on Earth, book 1. I have not read it yet. I do plan on reading it hopefully this week. If not, then I have some vacation time next week, and I'm planning on getting a lot of reading done. I also grabbed. I'm currently reading the recent run of Guardians of the Galaxy, so it's in my pull list. This is the annual. I haven't got to read this yet, but a little Nova action up here. Love it. And I also grabbed a variant. That Beta Ray bill on the bottom is just awesome. So, I mean, the entire cover is obviously good, but look at that. That's fantastic. And I'm watching a lot of videos right now, and everybody's kind of not jumping on, sorry, I apologize. Everyone has been picking up variants of Black Cat #1, and I've done the same. Everyone's kind of like, yeah, I'm getting, you know, caught in that, all these variants. So this is the only one I picked up. This is the Art Germ variant. That's very nice. From what I'm hearing, the actual story inside is not that great. I'll probably check it out at some point. I wasn't planning on reading the series, but you can't go wrong with a variant that looks like that. It would be awesome if it was a Virgin variant as well, which I believe there is one, but I do not plan on getting. I might as well just leave. I'll leave this one up here just while I talk a little bit at the end, just so you have something to look at, not just a piece of cardboard. On my way back from my trip, I actually ended up making an eBay purchase towards, as I've mentioned before, I'm a huge Nova fan, and one of my ultimate goals, I don't need in my personal collection to have 9.8s for everything, but I do want a Nova #1 9.8. I do not need it right now. Even in that CGC unboxing, I got an 8.0 restored Nova 1 that I bought a while ago that I didn't even know it had restoration until the guy that was pressing it had let me know. I will sell that off. I don't know how to price restored books yet, but I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, a lot of the books in that haul, I am putting up like in raffles and sliders and or on eBay to work towards some of those bigger personal grail books for me. And I mean, Nova #1 9.8 is not a crazy expensive book. I mean, right now you could probably get it between $1,500 and $2,000. Don't get me wrong, that's not cheap. I mean, I just don't have that type of money sitting around. But one of the goals, in this hobby is to, get books at a good price. Grade them. Sell them for a profit. Put that money towards other books that you want in your personal collection. It's just part of it. I like the idea of it because I enjoy this whole process, even when some of those things when they fail. But in that last video, one of the books that I got was a Rye Zero, first full Bloodshot. And a 9.8, it was the matte version. I did put it up for raffle, and I literally mailed it out this morning, and I've made some profit off it, which is great. I'm not making a killing, and someone got it for a very good price because they've only bought a couple spots, and now they have this awesome 9.8 Rye Zero that I want to have in my personal collection at some point again. It doesn't need to be a 9.8 when I do get it again, but that's going to go towards, for example, like a Nova CGC 9.8, Nova #1. Now, on my way back from my trip, I'm always looking on eBay just to see, I almost put Nova 1 in every time I'm on eBay, just to hoping to find one that's cheap, or just looking to see, how much the 9.8s are going for. And I've kind of had this idea of like, well, why don't I just work my way up? I've got that 8.0, which I'll sell. Maybe I could find an non-restored 8.5 for a good price, or a 9.0 and so on, and just like move my way up to a 9.8 with all these raffles and whatever it is that I can do. And I save money as well towards it. Anyways, I found a 9.0. It is a CBCS, which is fine because eventually I will resell it. And I have nothing against CBCS. I like the look of CGC. I haven't dealt with CBCS, so I don't know how their customer service is and so on, but I think CGC books look the best graded. So I eventually want to get the Nova 1 in a CGC. Anyways, the Nova 1 9.0 CBCS, I found it for under fair market value, under the US dollar fair market value in Canadian, which is not as good as the US dollar, and I found it free shipping. And I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to arrive like tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's like a personal grail book to me, but yet, it's also going to get me towards an even higher grade in a CGC for a Nova #1. And I'll probably just wait. Eventually, they're going to announce Nova. They're in the MCU, and that book is going to jump. And yes, that means the 9.8 is going to jump. But my overhead on this 9.0 is going to be quite low, especially when it jumps. So I'm just going to sit on it, and that's going to get me a little bit closer. I mean, I'm sure in the math somewhere, it works out that I'll be a little bit closer even when the 9.8 goes up higher than I would be if I just, basically get it and try to sell it right away for just a little bit more profit. So I'm sure the math works anywhere. So anyways, that is my video today. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling on a little bit. I'd like to shout out a couple of either YouTube channels or shows that I've been watching recently. I watched The Hunt, the five fatal, whatever they named it the other day, when they have 5 people on, and it was like White Whale Comics, Tony Sanders. Well, Jeffrey Comic Con was supposed to be on it, but it looks like he couldn't make it. 90 Miles from Comics, and JD. And it was a fantastic video. I also watched What's Your Grail with Bueller. That was excellent as well. And I think that's it recently. I just haven't had a lot of time. And I've also noticed I've gotten a few more subscribers, so thank you so much to anybody who is subscribing to this channel. It's mostly just going to be me talking at talking at the phone while you look at a comic book in front of it. So every so often, again, you will see me on here, but I'm mostly here to show you what I collect. So, and I'm probably going to do a video for that, a quick video for that unboxing of that Nova #1, because I'm a lot more excited about it than I sound. So, if you like this video, please hit like. If you don't like it, please hit the dislike button. And if you are neither, then do neither. And thanks again.